Welcome in and welcome back, everybody. Doing another boat fail video today. Hopefully I found us another good one we can watch together, but we'll find out here in a minute. Just as a disclaimer, I am not an expert in boating and boating fails. I just spend about 2,000 hours a year or so on and around boats, so I'm hoping to provide a little bit of insight, maybe have a couple of laughs. If you like the channel, hit all them buttons if you feel like it. If not, thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. And without any more BS, let's go ahead and see what kind of trouble these guys get into. Ooh, that is very unfortunate. Oh, a little bit too much weight on one side. Yeah, like I said, gravity. Got him. Well, that's why you always want good chains hooked up to your truck. That way, if it does come off the ball, chains will stop it from disconnecting from your truck and it doing something like that. Yeah, another flyway boat. Got a little bit too much air underneath the hull, and that thing just went. Oh man, yeah, we did see this part in another video. Probably one of my first boat reaction videos. Um, yeah, the lady comes down, knocks her helmet off, gets hurt.
For a short time, Renee
Yeah.
Bile was left floating, unable to swim for her boat. Assistance arrived to help
Now, if
get
some
her
of
to
you haven't
shore.
seen this,
When
that's
pain
the reason I'm gonna
left
go ahead and let it
bleeding
play.
all over her face,
Unfortunately,
paramedics were called in
you
to
don't
treat her
always
to
see
the
the right way
side should
down
return.
or hit the right rocks on your way down, because that is a
Force of
tricky
crashing was
situation.
enough to throw off her helmet.
Um, Looks
Called
like the
to
boat
more
got
than just
stuck on its
bumps and
way down,
bruises.
throws them forward, it hurts. So, ooh, man, he hit hard. Hopefully he was still conscious and got himself out of the water. Yeah, it did look like by the lack of line in the water, he skipped right over. You can tell by all the sails that are ripped that a storm has definitely been raging through there for a while. Dragging anchors, obviously, tying boats up together. It's an unfortunate situation. Yeah, it's done a lot of damage. So that's probably either the calm in the middle of a storm or the calm after the storm, even though it's still a little rough out there. Definitely a bad situation to be in. I'm surprised they're still out on their boats.
Who is Dave? Why does it matter who Dave is? Why does it matter? Does it matter who Dave is?
This is
I don't know who
unfortunate, man.
Dave is. Get off. Get off. Why would I get off out here? I'm in the middle of the ocean. Get off the jet ski. Get off. Get off, bro. Yep. Now, bro.
I'm hoping this is like a skit or a joke, because that would be kind of crappy to leave somebody out there in the water like that. But I do understand his frustration. That's a hard thing to deal with. Infidelity is not something anybody looks forward to. So yeah, well, hopefully she makes it to shore safely. Probably a new boater, just being cautious. At least they're at least they are being cautious, and at least they are going slow. Um, minimize the damage they could have just did to their boat. Hopefully that doesn't fall off of that thing. Not sure what we're waiting for here, but hopefully it's not too bad. And I'm really hoping nobody's underneath this container if it falls. Oh, so the boat is... Okay, so it's capsizing. That's a huge vessel. So there's a couple reasons for that to happen. The reason I think is that they unloaded one side of the vessel prematurely instead of unloading it evenly. they started on one side. There's just a crap ton of weight on the other side with the remaining containers over there. And now it's, obviously sitting on its side. It does look like the fin on the bottom of the hull, because a lot of those big ships have a nice deep V-hull fin down there. Possibly pinched it or wedged itself under the dock, excuse me, and stopped it from capsizing any further. So hopefully they can still use the crane. Guy probably tried to escape, the one running the crane, because that's a scary situation. But hopefully they can get somebody back in that crane, unload the boat a little more evenly, and get that thing to right itself. It could have been a lot worse than it was, so they're kind of lucky it happened the way it did there. Looks like we're gonna get a boat launch here. Have no idea if it's a new vessel or not. Probably just got, fresh coat on the hull. Help keep it from rusting, keep it sealed, all that good stuff. Or it could be a new ship, but my guess would be just a repainting. Makes that cool little wave as it drops in. It's a lot of water displacement. It's a huge ship to be just thrusted in like that. But successful launch. Got the tugs ready to pull it away. Very nicely done, fellas. More ads.
Like it says below,
that's all I'm gonna say
a
about
typical
that.
California dad. And to be a typical California
let's
dad...
move right along here. So if you couldn't tell, I get California ads because I'm somewhere out there. He said, we zigged. Should have zagged. That does happen. Does happen. Cool. I've always wanted to do that myself. Looks like fun. Not sure what's going on. Could be a research team, could be a distressed vessel, who knows. He could be like a mechanic or something they're dropping off to help fix something wrong with the boat. Or maybe he just had to get taken out back to shore and the boat couldn't get him there fast enough. And then flew him back out to get him back to work. I'm not sure though. I have no other context. So I'm not really sure what kind of platform this is. Either something started taking on water and it allowed it to spill over to one side, or there was too many people on one side, which I doubt, because it looks like a bunch of people just got off. So if that was the case, it should right itself back up. Definitely some kind of failure, but hard to say without other information. But that would be a little bit scary if you, especially if you're in the top there, and it's not, you don't have an easy way out. That would be a little scary, to be honest, especially if it went all the way over and into the water. But looks like everybody was okay. Just a little bit of shift there. This is another runaway boat, it looks like. I don't see anybody on it. Motor's not turned very far, so it's not going to be doing very tight circles. So this wouldn't be a hard one to get onto. Ah, poor puppy. Puppy stuck on there. But hopefully it's keeping that same circle till somebody can get out there and get on it. That's unfortunate, trying to tighten up a rope or untie a rope. I couldn't tell if it broke or if he just slipped. But either way, it does happen a lot. I've been trying to tie up a rope and it broke, and I'm on my booty there on the dock. Does happen. Don't always know what's gonna happen. Yeah, unfortunately he went all the way in. Poor guy. They're all in shorts and t-shirts, so it's probably not too cold out there.
I have a shark on the line, and I have a girl on my motor. Thanks a lot. Now how to get...
Now I know he's joking.
Yeah, this is gonna go viral.
He must have
No,
been,
don't show
you
your
know,
face. I'm supposed to be
he must have
sexist.
been in it.
Shark on the line, girl on my pole.
Yeah.
How does this happen, you
Must have been
know?
in the middle of reeling it in real hard, you know, trying to keep tension on it. Her
Oh my
hair's
gosh.
just long enough to catch that spool, and he wrapped it up, you know, just like a drill. If he's going fast
Oh
enough,
boy, the first shark of the
that's
night,
just
and I
gonna
catch
wrap
a
it up.
girl.
I feel like this is gonna be one of those wait for it moments. Oh wow. Okay. I thought they were already under the bridge, so I thought maybe they were gonna clip it on the way through. I did not expect them to run into it completely like that.
That was clear when they were
That's
trying
nuts.
to stop it.
Not sure what I'm looking at here.
Sure you're going backwards? I need to go that way.
So I don't think he has four-wheel drive, or if he does, it's not engaged. Now he's probably on a slippery spot. The boat and the trailer are pulling him back in. And then, you know, when you get that far into the water, if your tires are really buoyant and stuff like that, you're not getting any traction. You're just kind of floating, and then if the boat wants to pull you in, it's pulling you in, man. And he's just going for it. I mean, kind of either should have stayed where he was and had somebody hook up to the front of him, or as soon as he started rolling back again, stopped it, but he went for it. Another flying boat. That's always crazy.
Good morning, my neighbors! Yes! Yes!
Yeah, that's one I think we've seen on another video, but obviously in really shallow water, that's why they had the motor up as high as they did, trying to make it through without hitting the ground. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hopefully that wasn't on solid ground to where when that gave way he hits the ground, but maybe we don't know because they didn't show it to us. Oh, just a little bit too much of an angle there. Some big bad weather waves. Always cool to see. Not so cool to be in. Hopefully everybody makes it out of there safe. Not sure what was attached to it and dragging on it, but
Real happy,
definitely shouldn't be that high up on sand. So they got bags on it because obviously it's gonna sink. You can tell the front of the boat's all the way down. And they're tied to two towboats, and they've got bags all the way around it to keep it from sinking. So good for them. They might be able to get that all the way to the ramp or to shore and salvage that vessel. Oh, misstep.
Mr. George.
Thought she had it, but
How much you
didn't.
pay for the new guy? 20 bucks?
Unfortunate.
No, too much money.
Don't know if they
He's
were
no good-
in
no
a
good
boat
operator.
chase or something or what, but
He's not
I
doing
can't
nothing.
tell without looking at the back of the boat if they backed into that or if they came around forward and ended up there. You know, hard to say. Either way, that's not good. All right, looks like they're tied onto that boat. Yep. If you can get that boat on plane, then you can get the water out and keep it afloat to get it to where it needs to go. So.
A man yesterday
That's a
told
tricky
me if I buy
situation.
a car, I must buy one with a pussy magnet.
He means a car that women will like.
Yes, but where you keep this magnet?
No, there's
It
no
is-
magnet. No, he means the vehicle. Women love the Hummers.
Do this have a pussy magnet?
No.
Yeah.
The vehicle
So
itself
I'm
is
probably
magnet.
gonna get copyrighted
If I
for
give you good
this
price,
commentary
will you
that's on
please
here.
put in pussy magnet?
It's a funny movie though. Funny movie. Oh, it's still alive. I was wondering if that was just a dead whale up there, mouth wide open, but maybe he was yawning. I don't know. Jaw wide open, hanging out at the top. Drops right back in,
Here's
though.
one thing you
Look
need
like
to
he's
do before
alright.
buying anything online. Don't spend
Yep,
another
more ads,
dime on
man.
Amazon until
More
you watch
ads.
this first.
And they're not
watch
even,
this. I can show you how to
not
get
even
the
helping my
sweetest deals
channel.
online.
That's alright, though. Will help this guy's channel a little bit more by sticking through it. Now that is some crazy bad weather. Don't know how far out they are or where they are, what kind of water system they're in. Looks like an ocean storm, but can't be sure because I can't see anything around them. And that is way too fast for a dinghy that size. Oh, hopefully he doesn't go too far from the boat and can get right back in. Wear your kill switch, guys. Wear your kill switch. You never know when something like that's gonna happen. And if that boat runs away without you, especially if you don't have your life jacket on, you might be in a world of trouble. Comanche. That's pretty funny. Definitely took some damage. Not sure if there's any other boats around there that took damage or not. That one's definitely in some rough shape. Just about everything that makes that a sailboat is ruined. And that's a lot of damage in the front, so that possibly, yep, I was gonna say possibly into the rocks like this. And maybe they got it uprighted and pulled back out and anchored. But I bet it was similar to this, where it was dragged all the way into shore and was beaten up against the rocks there for a while. Yeah, I don't know if this is that same area where the guys were on the boat in the storm, but this is basically like an aftermath of a similar situation. You know, wind is what I worry about the most down at the marina where I work. That, you know, I can deal with the wind, I can deal with the rain, I can deal with the sun, I can deal with all other weather, but wind is what makes me most nervous because it does the most damage on the water. Creates bigger waves, moves anchors around, blows off rooftops, messes up structures of buildings, stuff like that. And it's all intensified out on the water, so wind I don't care for as much as I used to, but I don't mind any other weather. Not sure what the deal is here. Well, probably a capsized or sank vessel. We're able to get some kind of rope or something on it and dragged it out so they can figure out what to do with it next. That would be my guess. I don't think that was like an accidental thing where they were pulling it out and it flipped over. I think that was more of a, we need to get this thing out of the water because it flipped over and sank at the ramp kind of deal. Hopefully there's no gas in there, because otherwise that's gonna go poof here in a second. Not sure what he's welding, maybe a crack in the lower end or something. Now if he's just welding up a crack, that's completely fine as long as there's no internal damage. You know, it's not going to do anything to the boat, it's not going to hurt it. You're just covering up a crack. Now it's not a permanent fix because it's never going to be perfect. But hey, if you can get it done on a budget, go for it. But yeah, it looks like he's heating it up internally. There's a lot of parts in there that are flammable. He's got his hood on, so he can't see it yet. Oh, there he goes. So, you know, there's impellers, there's electronics, there's some plastic pieces holding everything together, hoses, everything else in there, you know. So if you heat it up too much and you're pushing through that metal there, you're getting everything hot enough to catch on fire. And unfortunately, that's what happened. So if you can you can get everything out of or off of a piece of metal when you weld, that's the best thing to do. Because anything touching it that gets hot enough is just going to light up. Very nice sounding boat. I love to hear those big motor boats going. You know, I do like cars, I do like trucks, I do like boats. So anything that sounds that nice, I'm always a fan of. Just hopefully he doesn't go out and do something stupid with it, you know. But that'll end that video there. I appreciate everybody for being here. If you're still here, thanks for sticking around to the end. Always appreciate you guys stopping by and saying hi. If you want to help out, just hit that sub button. Maybe a like, maybe a comment, either way. Just remember to be safe out there. Hopefully all of you have a blessed day. And like I said, thanks for stopping by and saying hi, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.